Stewardship is the grateful response of a Christian disciple who recognizes and receives the gifts that God has given him or her and shares those gifts in generous service and love of God and neighbor. As stewards, we're called to reflect on how our service helps us to grow in our personal relationship with the Lord Jesus.
About 9 years ago, I was asked to lead a youth service group. I very reluctantly said yes. And that's when the switch flipped for me. It was no longer an obligation, but I felt that it was a calling. For me, it was an understanding that Christ teaches us through others and through serving others to be more like Him.
This is a great way for us to get together as a family to serve at the same Mass, which is totally awesome. But it wasn't always that way. I was not always the kind of person who would serve at Mass. In fact, I was kind of going through the motions, sitting on the sidelines type Catholic until I went to this retreat about 5 years ago, which is Christ Renews His Parish. And when I saw the men serving us at that retreat and what they given up, and I just came out of that retreat thinking that, you know, I need to serve instead of being served all the time.
As Rick said, we both find so much joy in being part of the liturgy here at Good Shepherd. He went through church first, and then I went through 6 months later. And the joy and the transformation that took place in him was something just so obvious to all of us that love him so much, and just made him even better. And so I wanted a piece of that as well.
When I think of stewardship, I think of joy. Joy in knowing that I am fulfilling the purpose that God intended for me by using those specific gifts He gave to me to help others and to make a difference in somebody else's life, thereby making a difference in my own life. It's a two-way street of love.
How will you answer the call?
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He turn His face to you and be gracious to you. May the Lord smile upon you and give you His peace.